So years ago, this was known in the drug community and in federal prison. There was a dude, okay? This was clear back when, early 80s. He had a black Corvette, all flat back, black, lights blacked out, everything. He was running big bundles of dope. Like, we're talking 20, 30 keys of coke. He would make a trip. So he'd go on these back roads, right? Now think about this. He put on night vision goggles, turned all his lights off, and he drove 120 miles per hour, okay? So cops on these back roads would see a dark blur fly past him.
Yeah.
Not know what hit him.
Didn't know what hit him. They'd come out trying to chase it. His lights are off. He's driving with night vision goggles, smoking them. Finally, they had trapped him. I forget how they did it. They set up these roadblocks in advance, and it was because somebody snitched and said that he was getting ready to make a run. And that's, look, I'm just gonna say this, no hate to the police, but this is public common knowledge. Cops almost never solve a case without informants, okay? If there's not somebody somewhere telling them something, they're taking a L.
Hey, shout out to T.I. and the Crime Stoppers.
Right. Hey, listen, I'll say this though. People said T.I. snitched for that. Okay, fair enough. I don't believe that's snitching.
I don't agree, nah, yeah.
Snitching is when you literally put somebody else in jail so you don't go to jail. What happened with T.I.'s case was he got probation. They said as part of your probation, you got to do a Crime Stoppers commercial. But there's all these hardcore gangsters out here now. To them, everything's snitching.
Yeah.
For example, the young boy, I can't remember what young boy it was. Maybe it was Quando Rondo. His homie got shot out there in L.A. and killed. And he gave a statement. It's always a snitch. Well, I'm sorry. Look, you ride with your homie, some motherfuckers wet you up while you just sitting there. You're a performer. You're probably going to tell what happened. Now, it is a little fucked because he don't claim to be a civilian. He claims to be a gangster. And I don't know if you guys remember, right after that, he came out and said, I'm turning in my Crip flag. He said, the Crips ain't got my back like I thought, so I'm not a Crip anymore. Which is not how it works. At least not as far as I know.
I wonder how Snoop Dogg handled that.
Well, I don't think Snoop was too cool with it. Like, you know, these kids got it fucked up. I mean...
Hey, you know another rapper that isn't gangster but tried to be?
Who?
Sean Kingston.
You know, I don't know a lot about
He tried to fight the Migos or something. He remember he was going back and forth with the Migos. He was talking about he's gonna fuck them up and shit. You just have to look it up.
Sean Kingston versus the Migos. Well, that reminds me, you know, and of course we're way late to the party, but we're just discussing in hindsight. You know, when Takeoff got murdered. You know, did everybody here see that video?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's terrible.
Are all y'all familiar with Rap-A-Lot Records?
Yeah.
And Jay Prince?
Oh, really?
So let me get a youngins' history lesson here.
You know, so.
Okay, Rap-A-Lot Records was founded by a dude named Jay Prince in Houston. Rap-A-Lot Records, as a lot of the old school cats know, was the home of the Ghetto Boys and Scarface, Bushwick, Willie D, the original. Like, they were considered more hardcore than NWA when they came out. Like, they were gangsters.
That's something too.
Well, Jay Prince, it was a long time rumored that he had started the company with drug money, that he was a killer, that he was a gangster. Everybody in Houston was afraid of him, okay? Fast forward, Jay Prince has put out many people. He had a hand in bringing Drake into the game.
Oh.
He had a hand in bringing in some big name boxers. So he's done some things. His name is still respected in Houston. Well, his son now is trying to follow in his dad's footsteps. The only problem is his son didn't grow up in the hood. His son didn't really grow up in the streets, but he is a tough guy too. Like, he's not to be trifled with. So when motherfuckers come to Houston, they hit up Jay Prince and Jay Prince Jr. Yo, you got our back. Basically checking in.
Oh, yeah.
So Migos and them go down there for some gathering, and Jay Prince and them are there, Jay Prince Jr., and the rest is history. Takeoff gets accidentally shot And yeah, I don't know if you guys seen, Jay Prince Jr. just stepped over his body coldly. It was look, Quavo's sitting there screaming, no, no, no. Jay Prince Jr. was like, man, let's get out of here, and just stepped over his body. Like,
shit.
That's the time nail, okay?
Well, not everybody's playing.
No.
You know, unfortunately.
Especially in Houston.
No,
Well,
Houston.
yeah, right, those bigger cities.
Look, Fifth Ward in Houston was literally called the Bloody Fifth.
Well, they were in the middle of the night too, weren't they?
Yeah.
It's not like it was broad daylight. It was like 2 in the morning.
Man, look, I told y'all, my old boxing coach told me all the time, son, nothing good happens after midnight except pussy. If you ain't getting pussy, go home. And
hey, shout out to that OG, man.
Shout
out to that OG.
He spit some lyrics there.
Yeah,
you know?
This motherfucker spit.
I mean, you know, listen, the thing about it is, he was right, because I can tell y'all, pretty much 90% of the times I've been arrested, it was either at night or for something I did at night, okay? You know, Houdini, the old rapper, said it best, the freaks come out at night.